So what is an LLC? Hi, I'm the business guy with Asset Protection Planners and Lawyers Limited. A limited liability company, or LLC, is a business entity. In the U.S., it is created under state laws or federal laws, typically if it's formed in another country. It has the characteristics of both a corporation and a partnership. Like a corporation, the owners of an LLC are not personally liable for business debts. Like a sole proprietorship or partnership, by default, with an LLC, profits and tax deductions are passed through to the owners of the LLC. Then at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you a secret about the location of the most powerful LLC laws in the world to protect you from lawsuits. Speaking of lawsuits, here is one of the greatest benefits of an LLC. A corporation can protect you from one direction. When somebody sues your business, it can protect you from having that lawsuit take away your personal assets. LLCs, however, can protect you from two directions. It can protect you when somebody sues your business, plus there are provisions in most LLC laws such that when somebody sues you personally, not your business, but you personally, so that you keep your ownership in your LLC and the assets inside of the LLC. With a corporation in almost all jurisdictions, in a personal lawsuit, the judgment creditor can simply take your company away from you and everything that it owns. But with an LLC, you can enjoy protection for your company and its assets when somebody sues you. This is called charging order protection, which we cover in detail in another video. Another huge benefit is clicking the subscribe button below so that when more videos come out like this, you'll be up to date right away. And if you could help me out by clicking the like button right now too, so YouTube promotes this video, I'd really appreciate your help. Now, to create an LLC, we file articles of organization with the appropriate government agency. Then the LLC members sign an operating agreement that covers such things as the rights of the members and the rules for operating the company. And not just any articles of organization or any operating agreement. The requirements vary state by state, so a properly drafted LLC and operating agreement could make the difference between winning and losing a lawsuit when somebody sues you. An LLC may also need to apply for a tax identification number with the IRS. We prepare all of those documents with what we feel are the strongest documents in all of those key areas for thousands of our clients. In the past, entities taxed as sole proprietorships or partnerships needed to have a limited lifespan. However, with the tremendous popularity of the LLC, changes to the IRS code have promoted changes in state laws permitting LLCs to create unlimited lifespans as long as they're maintained properly, such as maintaining the state's annual renewal fees and having a registered agent in that state. What's the difference between a member and a manager of an LLC? A member is an owner of an LLC, and it is similar to a stockholder of a corporation. A manager is a person chosen by the members to manage the LLC and is similar to a director of a corporation. A manager can also be a member. In other words, you can both own it and run it. However, in order to have charging order protection that we discussed above, in most states, you need to have a two-person LLC. In states such as Nevada, Delaware, and our favorite Wyoming, you'll only need a one-person LLC. Even stronger yet is the protection offered in Nevis, which we'll discuss in a bit. Does an LLC need to have meetings? The answer is usually no, unless the LLC's operating agreement requires meetings. Many operating agreements make meetings optional. This is one of the key advantages of an LLC, fewer formalities. This means less paperwork and less chance that the members will accidentally violate the law and thereby lose their liability protection. Now, we have seen many judges apply the same legal principles to LLCs that they do to corporations. So having meetings and keeping company formalities up to date is highly recommended in order to get all of the protections that an LLC offers. We have what we call the Corporate Shield program, where we help our clients do just that every year. We help them fill out their LLC record book, have meetings, fill out their membership certificates, etc., and keep up to date on the annual formalities. Call us at the number below if you want more information. How much will it cost to form and operate an LLC? Just about each state charges an annual fee to maintain an LLC. In many states, you also must submit an annual report or statement of information, which is usually a one-page form sent to the state, and some states also have state income tax. Here are some examples. California, a $20 reporting fee and statement of information are required 90 days after formation and then every 2 years. An annual $800 LLC tax is due by the 15th day of the 4th month after LLC formation and every year thereafter. If the LLC's income exceeds $250,000, it will owe an additional LLC tax based on the amount of that income. In Nevada, a $150 fee and the initial list of managers or managing members, as well as a $200 fee and a business license application, and there's no state income tax. Delaware, there's an annual LLC tax of $300 due each June 1st, beginning the year following formation. New York, every LLC must publish a notice of its formation in 2 newspapers. In some areas, the fees of this publication can run up to $2,000. The company must submit a certificate of this publication to the state, together with a $50 filing fee. For LLCs that choose to be treated as a partnership, there are annual taxes that are based on the total income from a minimum of $25 to a maximum of $4,500. In every other state, give us a call. What are the main differences between an LLC and an S corporation? Although an S corporation shares many of the same tax characteristics as an LLC has more flexibility and fewer restrictions than an S corporation. An S corporation cannot have more than 100 shareholders, cannot issue more than 1 class of shares, and is subject to more formalities than an LLC. However, owners of an LLC are required to pay Social Security and Medicare taxes on profits. Corporate shareholders are not required to pay these taxes on profits above the shareholders' salaries. In addition, with a couple of extra filings, your LLC can be taxed as an S corporation. Do I need an attorney to form an LLC? Whereas you don't need an attorney to file an LLC, you will probably wish you had one when you get into a lawsuit. Little details about how your LLC is set up can make a huge difference in its ability to protect you. Even one word or phrase missing from your articles of organization or operating agreement can mean the difference between losing nothing and losing everything you have in that company, as well as many of your personal assets. If you want us to form your LLC for you, call us or fill out a free consultation form, speak to one of our attorneys or consultants, and we can help you do it right. We'll take care of all of your paperwork, file the necessary documents with the state or country where your LLC is formed, even send you an LLC kit with seals and certificates. How many people are needed to form an LLC? In all states and countries where we form LLCs, only 1 person is needed to form that LLC. Recent changes to the IRS code have promoted reforms in state laws permitting 1-member LLCs. Offshore LLCs. Whereas U.S. LLCs are formed state by state, there are international LLCs that offer even stronger protection than any U.S. LLC, such as those we set up for clients in the Caribbean island of Nevis, N-E-V-I-S. So what we do is we set up an LLC in Nevis, and that LLC owns all of our clients' other LLCs, so if somebody wants to sue them, there is a huge international barrier to hurdle. In Nevis, for example, if somebody wants to sue you and take your assets out of your company, before somebody sues you in Nevis, they'll have to post a bond. The bond could be $100,000, $200,000, whatever their local court decides. No U.S. company has this tremendous barrier to suing for your LLC assets, making Nevis the strongest LLC asset protection structure in the world. Though Nevis assets are protected right away, after 2 years, the Nevis courts will refuse to even hear a challenge your creditor puts forth to try to get the assets you moved inside of the company. Even if your creditor wins, they can't force you to turn over your LLC assets, and that charging order they got against you vanishes after 3 years and it can't be renewed. In the U.S., it's up to 20 years, and Nevis LLC is also very affordable compared to other offshore LLCs. So if you want some more info, give us a call or fill out a free consultation form. Please click like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching. This is The Business Guy.